Hey YouTube and anyone who is watching, I've got another video for you guys, and today I'm going to be going over NBTtags with the give command. Now the give command is one of the easier commands, if you know how to use it well. And it can be implemented with these NBTtags. So I know I won't be going over every single NBT tag that there is in the game. That would just be a little too complex, don't you think? And there are some that are very challenging. So, for instance, attributes. Now, if you ever see me use attributes, either I have figured them out, or I have copied them from a video and edited them in some way. But, yeah, so you won't be seeing all of them today. So the first thing you want to know is the simple give command. So if I was to write /give, you will have this little error come up, and it shows you how to actually use it. So give player, so I'm going to give it to everyone. Let's choose an item. Well, I'm going to choose quite a few. So I want some red sand, a damaged wooden sword. I think I know how to make it 1 damage left. And then just a normal ball. Now let's see. So if you press F3 and H, which I just did to undo it, you will get a kind of a complex text. So you will see that it has not only the name, but data on the right next to the name, and underneath in a darker lettering it will actually say what it is called by the game. So red sand is called sand. So if we were to give ourselves some red sand, you'll notice that doesn't work. We actually have to use the printed name. So if we give ourselves a piece of sand, we get this, and we don't want this. This is normal sand. This is not the one that we want. So what we have to do is go a little bit further. So we have to write the amount. So we want 1. Now we need data. Now this is the part that makes this sand red. You'll notice that the name, sand, is exactly the same as this one. But if you look onto the right of the name, you'll see that 12/0 is different than 12/1. So that 1 is the extra data that we need to actually make it red. So here, instead of putting a 0, which would get us normal sand, we will put a 1, and that gives us a piece of red sand. Now onto a wooden sword with almost no durability left. So what we're going to write is wooden sword. We'll give ourselves 3 of these to show that with the give command things will stack. And then I believe it has 59 damage. And there we go. We have 1 damage left because we took away 58. This is not only data, but this is damage. And now we have 3 stacked wooden swords. Now if I was to give myself, or spawn 3 zombies and go into survival, after a few whacks, oh, it seems it reset it actually. That's odd. Glitchy. But yes, now we have 2 with full durability. That's pretty funny actually. Yes, but both of these wooden swords did stack. They will no longer stack anymore. Let me change back into creative, and I shall get rid of this. And now we want a bow. Okay. So let's give ourselves a bow. So /give nearest player bow 1 0. And we get just a normal bow. And it does shoot. If we were in survival, we would need arrows, but we're in creative, so whatever. So yeah, that's how you use the give command. So using data tags and now NBTtags, which we're going to be learning, I have set up an array of these things. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is name. Now, if I give this to me, we get a piece of rock. And if you know about the snapshot, you know that this is actually granite. It is not rock. If we hover over this, it's the exact same thing, except this is granite. And they will replace each other. Now, how did I do this? Well, I gave myself stone. I gave myself one piece of stone, and then a data tag of 1 to give granite. And then in a curly bracket, showing that we're actually starting an NBT tag, we have display with a lowercase d, colon, showing we're branching off of that, and then a curly bracket showing that we are having a set of data for that, name with a capital N. Now keep in mind all of these caps have to be capitalized or lowercase. If they're different, it will screw it up. Except for Unbreaking, which I found can have the U, actually, either way. So, now we have a colon, showing we're branching off of name, and then quotes, showing our writing, rock, end quote, and then end with 2 of these. Now, if I was to make this a little uneven, it wouldn't give me something in here. It would say failed, unbalanced brackets. So you always have to make sure that your brackets are finished. So now we have enchants, and right here we have a piece of diorite, 2 giants, and we can instant kill them with a blow from this bad boy. Now, if you look at the enchantments, they're pretty overpowered. Knockback 100 and sharpness 100. Now, if we look into the command block, you'll see we're giving ourselves stone, 1 of them, with a data value of 3, which is diorite, and now we're going on to enchant. Now, you can have multiple enchantments, and the limit of the level is almost not there. You can go up to about, I think, 2,000, maybe higher now in the new version. So we're starting with a curly bracket, ench, with a lowercase e, colon, showing we're branching off, square bracket, showing we have a set of data, and then curly bracket, ID, so 19 is knockback. If you go into the wiki, you should be able to search enchantment IDs. I'll have a link for that in the description. So we have knockback, comma, level, LVL, colon, 100. So then we end that with a end bracket. Now, if you want another one, you just put a comma, and then you do the same thing over, except a different enchantment. However, you could have the same enchantment. I believe it just makes it a little bit stronger. So then you end off with this square bracket and another curly bracket, and you get yourself an overpowered piece of diorite. Now on to lore. This is one of the nice ones for map makers, as they can kind of give a history to the item that they're giving to the person, the player. If we hit this button, we have a piece of andesite, and it says, "I'm a rock, how you doing?" Of course you can make it say something else, but that's what I chose, as I believed it was funny. So we're giving the nearest player a piece of stone, 1 of them, and data value of 5, which is andesite. And then we have the same display. So display will be used quite a few times for this. We have display, colon, curly bracket, and then we have lore with a capital L. And then we have another colon showing we're branching off of that, and then a square bracket for a set of data, because you can have multiple lines of text. I'm sorry, a little sick. Then we have quotes to show we're writing, and then in here I wrote, "I'm a rock, comma," which the comma is unnecessary unless you want it to be grammatically correct. I ended with another quote, and then I put a comma outside of the quote to show I was making another line of text. And then I created another quote, "How you doing?" Let me change this, the extra space annoys me. Then end quote, finish it off with the square bracket and then the 2 curly brackets that we had. And we will get ourselves a piece of andesite with a nice lure. Sorry if that little bit was a little glitchy there. Something happened with my screen recorder. Which, by the way, is fast stone capture. Woo! So now we're going on to color. This is used mainly for armor, and I believe it can be used for fireworks, but I think that's a completely different set of text. So what we have here is a leather tunic, and it has a specific color, and if we put it on, we look mighty fantastic, don't we? Holding our leather tunic by the air. Yes. Look at those broad shoulders, though. So yeah, it does work, and the way we go about doing this is not actually starting with the command. So what we want to do is actually take our individual leather whatever, so I'm gonna just take a leather tunic because that's what I'm prepared to have, a crafting table, and then whatever color dye you want. So I'm gonna make myself an odd green using primary colors. And I want to see if that actually makes it green. Yeah, that looks terrible. Let's make it a little bit darker. Alright, whatever. We'll have to deal with that, despite it being so unbearably ugly. And then in this command block, if you can read that and copy it, we have the website, which I will have a link for in the description. And let me actually show you how to use this website. So what we have here is hexadecimal to decimal conversion. I have half of the page off the screen, by the way, because it would be a little odd. Minecraft just glitched out. So this game actually only really would use decimal form right now. It could probably change to hexadecimal soon, but so right now it's decimal. So it doesn't like the number that it shows when you display this. If you were trying to use this, it would not work. So what we have to do is actually take this color number that we have. So what we have is 7C9. So what we would put 7C9, and then 4BE, 4BE, and then what we want to do is click the to decimal number. Not to hexadecimal, which is not possible, but to decimal. And then we take this number, we copy it, and then we work on the actual command. So in here, I'm not going to be showing it, I'll just walk you through. So /give nearest player leather tunic, chest plate. And then we want 1, 0. And then in here we have another display. And then curly bracket, color in lowercase, colon, and then we paste our number. And then we end with the 2 end brackets, and then bam. We should get a leather chest plate that is the same color as this other one. And if I was to do another color, it would be a different color. So, yeah. Now we are on to unbreaking, which is one of the effective ones for people that like playing survival as legit as possible, but still wanting it to be really simple. Unfortunately, you can't be 100% legit if you want unbreakable tools with amazing enchantments that you got legit. But, in my opinion, it's okay. I do it with my friend. We're doing a kind of like a cheaters survival and OP survival, where we have OP armor and tools, and we have to gather everything still, but it's cool. So I'm gonna give myself these shears. You'll notice that they have 1 durability left. Ooh, something's happening. Wait a second. Well, I just found something out. So you can't have the U in Unbreakable lowercase. And also, if you give yourself an Unbreakable damage thing, it will crash your game. So, yeah. So we have some Unbreakable shears here, with no damage, because I can't. And we're going to break all of this wood. And, let me give myself some haste. So that's going to be /effect at P399910. Now haste, by the way, doesn't affect how your tools are used, or what the durability is done to them. But you'll notice I'm breaking all of this wood within 99 seconds of haste that I have. And I'm not getting any durability on shears, which is odd, because they should be taking durability. They should be taking, like, triple durability, because they're breaking something that they're not meant to break. However, they aren't. No damage whatsoever. Now let's go into creative mode and clear ourselves of this annoying effect. Oops. You know, kids these days, right? Okay, there we go. So, how we go about doing this, like I've said many times, so we're giving ourselves shears, 1, data value of 0, no damage whatsoever. And then we're curly bracket showing we're starting data, Unbreakable, written with a capital U, colon, and then 1. If this was 0, it would take damage. And then we get a tool that in blue says Unbreakable. Now, before I show this to you, I'm going to be going on to the other things. And by the way, be warned, the game has a hard time actually comprehending large enchantments for armor, which really sucks, so the thing doesn't work very well that I want to show you over there. But let us start with some of the adventure mode stuff. Wait, let me change the time to day again. Time set to 0. And then here we're going to be needing a piece of sandstone and some stone. And then this, and then this. Okay. So we're going to give ourselves a diamond pickaxe and a piece of stone. And as you may know, in adventure mode it's been changed a little bit. You can no longer break anything or place anything unless designated. So what I have here is a diamond pickaxe that can break stone. Now I cannot break sandstone, I cannot break obsidian, but I can break stone. You'll notice that it does get highlighted. And then I have a piece of stone here, kind of ironic, that can be placed on sandstone. So you'll notice I'm clicking right click, you'll hear it. And I'm not able to place it on the ground. I can't place it on top of another piece of stone, but I can place it on sandstone. And then I can mine it. The lone piece of sandstone. Yes, so how do we do this? I'll get rid of this because it's going to drive my OCD insane. We have the CanDestroy tag. So we're giving ourselves a diamond pickaxe with no damage, and then in a curly bracket showing we're starting a new set of data, we have CanDestroy. Can and destroy are capitalized. And then we have a colon, square bracket showing we have a set of data, and then whatever we want in here. So we have CanDestroy stone. Now if I wanted to make it maybe also sandstone, I put a comma, and then I would write the name again. End bracket, end square bracket, and an end curly bracket. Now if I give this to myself again, we'll see it can break stone and sandstone. And then we have another piece here, actually. Let me break this, because I'm going to be annoyed. So now we have the same exact thing, except stone, and then this tag is CanPlaceOn. The individual words capitalized again, so CPO or capitalized. And then a colon showing we're branching off, square bracket, and then what we want in here. Now let me also write obsidian. And then we have end square bracket and curly bracket. Now it should be able to be placed on sandstone and obsidian. By the way, guys, keep in mind, I am in creative mode. You have to be in adventure mode for these things to take place, or to take effect, because with my diamond pickaxe right now, I'm breaking through the obsidian, which is not desirable if you are a map maker. And then the second to last thing we're going to be talking about is owned player heads. This is something I learned today, and I've been abusing over by my spleef arena that I had to make new. Which, by the way, isn't working. For some reason, I have a hard time getting the square radius, the cubic radius for the kill command or the test 4 command working. If you'd seen my video on the custom spawn eggs and the big giant box thing that breaks whatever's inside that, you'll see it is working, but sometimes it doesn't work. Anyways, so today, owned heads. So, I have given myself the mighty pleasure of giving my own head, which, by the way, does have the hat on. Now, this is something I did as strategy. If maybe I was being mean on a server, or maybe just decided to have a little fun, do a little griefing. My skin does have a nice head. It does have a very nice head. It's very nice. But, it... a little glitchy there, I'm sorry. It doesn't have the hat visible. But when I'm killed, the hat will still show up, which is really awesome. So people won't be able to identify me as easily. See me squinting there? The pixels. Squinting. Yeah. Sorry, I keep pressing my pause button instead of the F5 button. So anyways, how we get these actual heads. Now, I also have Swimming Bird's head, probably my favorite Minecraft YouTuber. He's great with information, and you guys should definitely check him out. Very nice person. He really does read the comments. So I gave myself his head. Now, if it was just to take any head, it wouldn't actually work. So you'll see, it's a normal head. I actually have to give myself Swimming Bird's head to get his. Now, I'm gonna give my own head. So we're giving ourselves a skull, 1, and then a data value of 3. The reason you have to put a 3 here is because if you were to put a 0, it's a skeleton skull. So you have to have a player head. And then we have the tag SkullOwner, capital S, capital O, colon, and then the username, which is caps sensitive. Now if I was to put mine in, we should get my head. There we go. And if we were to put my friends in, who plays multiplayer with me all the time, that should be it. Ooh, I guess he changed his skin. Cool. It used to be awesome, but that's unfortunate. Then we get his head, which is white. That really sucks. And I believe there is a way to actually get those heads that are like Mojang or something that they put out. Let's see, wood. Maybe it's a different data value. Let's see, 7. Yeah, honestly, I don't know about that one. Though I do know it is possible because I have seen it myself. Let's get Notch. Let's get Notch's head here. Let's get Notch's head going on. Oh, there we go. Hey, Notch. So yeah, it's really cool for map makers. I like it so I can show who actually made it. Ooh, I'm gonna do Seth Bling's head. Seth Bling. I don't think I spelled that right. Oh, no, I got it right. Cool. Yeah, Mario. So yeah, it's really nice for showing who actually built the thing instead of writing their name. Which isn't an annoyance because, you know, signs are a pain in the butt. So yeah, let us go on to the final thing that I'm going to be showing today. Now, this is a combination of all of these things. It does not involve any of these three, which I could actually do, but I made this before I learned these three anyways, so, yeah. And like I said, keep in mind, the game has a very hard time comprehending these large enchantments, so this feather falling and protection actually does nothing for some reason. But, so, yeah. And the reason I did this, it was to show that you could put all of these things together. So yeah, let us go into the command. Do, 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 do. Command blocks are not like redstone ore, 'cause it's awesome! Okay, man, I really hope that you didn't see me go through the long can't respond process of doing this. That would be sad. I'd probably have to edit that out somehow. I don't know how. So, give nearest player leather boots, 1-0, and then I always start with enchant. So, we have the normal enchantment stuff, you know, except we don't end with the last curly bracket. When we get to the square bracket, we have a comma showing that we're actually doing a separate part of the NBT tag. So then we have Unbreakable, comma, then we have display, and then within display, we have name, and then after the quotes, we have comma, lore. After the lore, after this square bracket, we have comma, color, which gives us that black color. And then we finally are able to end the thing off. And it's a decently long command for something that simple. And, yeah, we get these. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I always say, always enjoy making them. You know, they may be a little odd. You know, I'm beginning with YouTube, but whatever. Let's be done. Let's be done. I'm gonna be done now.